women don't love.
Yeah.
Men love.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Women don't.
I agree
Men
with you
love.
on
That's
that.
why they
I agree
say
with you on that.
men love your wife.
Like Christ loved the
And
church.
a woman be submissive to your wife.
That's
to
true.
a husband.
Yeah, for Christians.
Some women see submissiveness as slavery.
As slavery.
That's not true.
Preach.
So women, their money is their money. And my money is our money.
Hey. Okay, you do very well.
Always told me that.
They come here. They don't try to assimilate into the system. They don't. They're not. Their focus is not. I want to be like that other person. I want to. They're not concerned about that.
Yeah.
They are interested in staying traditional, like where they came from, and that's why you see that.
And that's what I was saying, because I was saying if you're given the option, what would you choose?
What would you choose?
And given the option, most people don't choose to stay traditional like that.
Yeah.
You know, but when you're from here, you have the option. You can say, I'm going to go look for a traditional marriage because that's what I want. You know, so a lot of these marriages that may be traditional to begin with, that's not actually what they wanted. So when given the opportunity to change, they jump on it. And then it doesn't work.
So then it means that what we're saying therefore is that the cultures that have a higher statistic of being
successful
together,
marriages, that starts.
When given the choice, they would choose traditional.
They will definitely.
They will all choose like Middle Eastern.
The issue
from
that we have,
all the Arab nations, those Arab ladies, those Chinese women, those Indian women, they will all choose traditional.
They'll choose traditional. The issue we have is that it just so happened now. We can go dig deeper and figure out why do we change. But the issue is
very
that
stubborn.
We tend to change.
That's strong head.
We have the different view. For example, Norma is an African girl, but her choice would be not to be traditional because she doesn't want to.
Exactly. Yeah, correct.
My point is not to be.
Not to work.
I want to have a career.
Yeah, okay? It's work.
I don't feel like my worth is being a mom and a clean the house, cook. There's more to me than that.
Okay.
So I would like to have a career. Now that doesn't mean I'm going to lose my values. Right. If my partner is a leader and he does what he's supposed to do as a man, I will still be submissive. Women are built to be submissive.
Okay.
No woman is built to be a man.
True.
Women become men because men don't act like men.
If
you have a partner who's a man, you don't have to ask her to be submissive. She will be submissive. It doesn't matter how high up she is there, money-wise, success-wise, she will be submissive to a man, she'll be respectful to a man. If that man plays his role as a man.
And the percentage is very low.
And that's what I was saying.
It's very, very low.
The percentage is very, very low.
When I was talking about roles, it takes so much trust as a woman to say, I'm going to not pursue a career. I'm going to get behind you and support you to pursue your career goals. I will stay at home because maybe you do that for 10 years. And then maybe your husband says, I want a divorce. And then where are you at? You know, you have to restart all over. So it is exactly what you said. If you want a woman to be a woman and be that traditional woman, then you have to be that traditional man. And there's so much trust in there.
You know, talking about divorce, and I had it start in my last show that I did, that 8 out of every 10 divorces filed in the US is filed by women.
Oh, definitely.
That's a public record.
Is that a true statistic?
No.
It's public record. So what I read was 7 out of 10. He's saying 8 out of 10.
It's so believable. Do you not?
I know, right? I doubt it.
Filed by women.
Yes,
filed by women.
Yeah,
yes.
8 out of 10 divorces in the US. It's a fact. It's public record. If you look it up, it's not even like gossip. It's filed by women. Again, so that brings the question of what's the issue that keeps driving? Because my thing is, we have a point to compare with, right? Because some of us were raised back home. We compare with our mothers. We compare with our sisters. Compare with our siblings and our aunts and our cousins, our grandmoms that stayed till they all died married. So what's the issue that gives them that impetus, that additional need to file for a divorce instead of grinding it out for the marriage and making it work for the children?
Those days, our parents are more organic. They're more organic.
Yeah.
The women we have now, with due respect to the females that are here,
of course, yeah,
90% of them are not organic.
What do you mean organic?
Organic is mean real, original. For better, for worse.
Who they laugh? You go outside. Stop.
For better, for worse.
For worse, yeah.
If you want to go biblical.
Yeah, I agree with you, yeah.
Women don't love.
Yeah.
Men love.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Women don't.
I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that.
Men love your wife.
Like Christ loved the church.
A woman be submissive to your wife.
That's
to
true.
Her husband.
Yeah, for Christians.
Some women see submissiveness as slavery. That's not true.
Preach.
So women, their money is their money. And my money is our money.
Hey. Okay, you're doing very well.
Always told me that.
Don't vex that. No, he's going somewhere, okay?
Norma,
you're going somewhere. Go. You're going somewhere.
I have a mom. May her soul rest in peace.
Yeah.
She has always told me, a woman, there's nothing like a small woman. It's a 5-year-old. There's nothing like a small woman. So she told me, our money, we women, is our money.
So our money.
Your father's money is
It's
our money
for the family.
That's why if I lose my job today,
Yeah, all right.
if I'm married to her, I say, Mama, you take care of me. 2-3 months, she will give up.
Yep. Yeah.
So are you saying?
Then, but when she loses her job as a man,
10 years, sir.
I will keep paying the rent. I'll
Of
keep
course,
doing what I'm doing. That does not mean every man will do what I'm doing.
I understand.
So
Yeah.
that's where the class A man comes in.
Exactly.
Which I belong to the class A.
Of course. Hey, hold on for himself. Hey.
Can I
How can
say
Jimba?
something? Can I say something?
Yeah, go on.
I completely disagree with that. I think that still boils down to character, right? I feel like if you're in a relationship and you genuinely care about this person, you cannot watch that person toil and you're just chilling. Like, what do you mean by your money is our money and my money? It's not that. It's a unit, it's a partnership. If it is a partnership, you support each other, right? If you're sick today and you can't work, I should be able to step in, and vice versa. That's what we expect of each other in a partnership. She spoke about divorce 10 years down the road. God forbid your partner dies tomorrow. You get on the street, get in an accident, and you die. What happens to you and your kids? That's why I feel like a woman has to be able to sustain herself. Now, if you have a partner, if I'm blessed with someone who wants to pay all the bills, thank you, but I'm still going to work. I will still offer to support financially. And if you turn it down, that's on you. But the value of a man is not based on his pockets, not to me. If you're not working and you're my partner and I claim you're my partner, I took that oath with you, I will support you. And nobody needs to know that.
Everything we're saying here is not 100%.
Exactly. We're working with the average. We're working with the average.
Norma, keep in mind, everything that you're saying, true, right? You gotta remember though, this position of yours that you hold now,
is it common?
Is from this society, is the culture here. That's, first of all, you went to high school here, right?
Yeah, yes.
So is this society, is the education that you've had, the environment that you've grown in, your adult life has been in this society. That's why you hold those beliefs. That's why you think the way you think. It's not that it's wrong. It's not wrong.
Norma came here when she was 5 years old. Just so you get to understand. Just for context.
It's not wrong.
She was 5 years old when she moved to the US.
Understand that those beliefs that you hold are as a result of they have been shaped by you being here for as long as you've been.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say that her viewpoint, what she just said, is all
it's
that
far
common.
Off.
It's
that's
really
exactly
not.
that's
what she's saying is
that's what I was going. It's not very common. That's what I was trying to. That's what I was getting at. That's what I'm like. We're talking about the average, not about personality.
I was supposed to do a disclaimer before this. I was supposed to say my brother tells me all the time, I'm normally.
Abnormally.
Abnormally. See that word.
I process things and I respond to things differently than the average person.
Exactly. So that's what I could tell. I've known you long enough to tell.
It seems like all of us are agreeing that at the end of the day, it seems like the root cause of divorce among Africans in the United States
is money.
Still to be money.
It's money. It's
at
money.
At the end of the day,
so if
60% based on what he's saying,
he's saying,
on what
I'm saying, yeah, but what she's saying, yeah, based on what,
of what you say,
yeah, it's money. So if at all we had to prefer, go on, Wally.
It's one is money comes after.
After what?
I disagree.
Communication.
Money comes after. Money comes after. That mind has been shifted. That view, that character, that person. See, when they're in
so Cameroon, do you think the Asians don't have money? The Asians, the Chinese, the Indians, they don't have money.
Exactly.
No, the thing is, those women, they come here and they decide to stay traditional, which is fine. I respect them for that.
Yeah,
right?
because the likelihood of divorce for those people is way lower.
It is low because
way
the women
lower.
remain traditional.
Yeah, so
the men remain traditional.
But they have money. That's the same thing that we do. The women work in IT. They're all doctors. They're all pharmacists. But they stay married. They stay.
Yes. So money is not the issue.
Here's what I'm saying.
That culture.
Money is not the primary.
Okay.
It is a factor, but it's not the primary. money comes after the mindset has changed already. Because see, a lot of women, there's quite a lot of women actually here from Africa who they still make money and they're very traditional and their marriage is fine.
Again, it's 10%.
No, I understand. So what I'm saying is the money is a problem. Yes, money is but it's a secondary thing. So that mindset already changed. It starts when they see how that person is behaving. They see how that person is acting. They see the statues. They see a lot of things that are different from how they think back home. And they want to be like that. Okay. So that mind shifts already. So when it shifts, then now they get into that position where, okay, now they can work, they can do this, they can do that. And then when the money start coming in, if the husband changes, say, okay, because you're making money, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to. That's where the problem starts coming in.
So what? So Wally, hold on.
And the husband ignores it and continues to do what he does and demands the role. He continues to do what he does. You might not have a lot of issue.
No.
Wally, let me ask you. Sorry, before.
She says she's dying over here.
All right, go on.
Because that money comes in, and then the husband starts it because the money is there. Okay, now we're gonna do things differently.
Yeah,
that's what causes the problem.
All right, let's go. Let me hear you.
Well, first of all, I think what we just did was note that 8 out of 10 divorces are filed by women, and then pretty much blame it on the woman. There's a reason these women are filing for divorce, right? Hold on.
Yeah.
Men could file too, just so you know, right?
But they don't.
Yeah, men could file too. So it's not like the law stops men from filing.
It's not on just the woman.
No, that's not how I took it.
I'm not saying that, but I'm getting to this point because don't get me wrong. I think that women definitely can play a part. But if you have a traditional relationship and then the woman goes out and so she's doing everything in the home, she's caring for the kids, she's maintaining the home, and then she goes out and starts working full time and then starts contributing significantly financially, and the man does not change, that is why the woman is filing for divorce.
Exactly.
Because that is way too much to put on a woman. You cannot manage everybody's schedule, manage the home, cook for everybody, take the kids everywhere they need to go, make sure everybody is done all day, manage a team at work full time, all of that, and keep your husband happy, and then your husband's like, get me a beer. No.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Wait, Wally, before I forget what I'm about to say, my question is, when a woman starts working in that scenario, what happens to her money? Order?
Yeah,
so wait, no, slap me.
The wife.
When a woman starts working, we've talked about providing. So
what happens to
if your woman is working and your man is providing and doing all things, if you are working, so what happens to the money?
She made a point before saying all of that. She said the man starts to expect the woman to chip in.
Let's talk about the man's expectation. Well, if the woman is working and the man is working and all that, the man is providing and taking care of everything, what happens to the woman's money?
Well, again, in my scenario, yes, if you're contributing, I mean, money is household money. That is in my scenario, the way I'm saying. I'm not saying the woman keeps her money and then the man's providing, because that's a different scenario.
Yeah.
In my mind, if a man and a woman are both earning money, that's household money. Everything hits the pool.
Okay.
You know?
That's how it's supposed to be.
Let me hear you. If the woman is working, what happens to that? What happens to that money?
I have a friend of mine. Their wife just arrived.
Mr. Friend.
Recently. And then she got a job. And the next minute she wants another job.
Double shift, 2 jobs.
That's how it starts.
Exactly, yeah.
Money has stepped in already. She 3 months old.
Oh, wow.
In the United States. Now it's all about money. I said, calm down. You married your husband to love him, and he will love you back. So why all these double shifts all of a sudden? Now this guy have already started complaining. Then
she wants to send money back home.
Divorce is smelling.
Well, if you dig deeper, right, you will see that there was something that happened before he got into this state, that money. That's what I'm saying.
So whatever it is, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
Yeah, whatever it is, I wouldn't know. But the fact remains that for the fact she's only 2-3 months old here, and she's pushing for the money first, she has an agenda.
Clearly.
She has an agenda.
Clearly.
And it's not like the age difference between them two is too much. They're 5 years, 6 years apart.
Okay.
Because I know sometimes men go back home and marry
younger
women that 20 years apart, 30 years apart, and they expect them to love them. That's not going to work. That's not true. They're just faking it. They just want to come here, get to whatever they want to get, and after that, boom, vamos.
So you realize in that case, the problem is not the money. It's not money. The problem in that case is not money.
So Norma, it's a fractional part of what
Norma.
But we're trying to those things are 10%.
Yeah,
that's what I give them.
Yeah, that's what we talk about the average. Talk about the average. We can't talk about individuals.
Take it or leave it. Ask anybody. Survey after survey has proven it has always been money. That's why you see all this.
Again, my question, all the way, my question to Norma is, okay, when you set to work, what happens to your money in your scenario?
The same value my man's money has is the same value my money has.
What does that mean?
If he's pay mortgage, I'll pay mortgage.
So when you give him the money to pay the mortgage, or you pay yourself, how does that work?
That's a conversation you have to have with your partner, right? Like if you guys have to talk. If you decide, okay, we're going 50-50 on bills, we'll go 50-50 on bills. If you decide, oh, this person is making more, this person will put in 60 or 70%, that's what you do. Whatever you guys agree on, you do that.
Okay. But again, for me, and just on record, I just don't think anything is 50-50 in a relationship.
No relationships.
No.
Yeah, exactly, right. Thank you. And for me,
like,
even financially, I feel like
Right.
Thank you.
I don't mean exactly
because
50-50.
because
It can never
50-50
be 50-50 because at the end of the day, man will be a man, a woman will
be a woman. Right? So because
Like, he
50-50
gave
is
the
misleading,
example of
and it doesn't help build a family.
Yes,
in my
like
opinion.
he gave the example of someone knocking at the door at 2 a.m. That's a man's job, right?
Oh,
like,
it's a man's job.
It is. He's big. He's a protector.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I'm not answering the door at 2 a.m.
There you go. There you go.
Even if
Okay.
I contribute,
It's probably not for me anyway.
I have another take on. I have another thing to add. Now, we've gotten somewhere, right? We've highlighted some main points. Now, think about this. We're talking about money. We've identified that yes, money is a big issue, right?
Definitely.
Even though I'm of the opinion that money is an issue, but it's secondary. What I'm saying is there's an underlying cause, right? But anyway, let's stick with the money. So she's here, they're here, life is going on. Now the money is coming in. Here's where the problem happens.
Preach.
When that money comes in. And you actually already asked the question, what happens to that money?
Yeah, correct.
If the mindset is, okay, you're working, I'm working, we put our resources together, this is what we need to do, this is what we need to do, and if we're doing that together, that relationship is going to last, it's going to stay.
Yeah, you're right.
So,
that's no brainer.
However, if she's working, she's putting her money, she's doing her own thing, and the man, she's keeping away from the man. And the same thing, the man also is doing a lot of things and is not involving the wife, the woman. That's how separation starts happening. So at the end of the day, what do you see?
Yep, that's deep.
Is it really the money or is it something else going on?
Nothing else going on.
So
it is the money.
That's deep.
So
that's
what I'm saying.
I like that answer.
So the money is an instrument. The money is a physical instrument that we see. That is we see.
Wally,
we can use to measure.
Wally, what I sit down to see. If you stand up, you're not gonna see it.
Hey, all that boom boom.
I don't blame you. You can say whatever you want to say, but I'm today telling you, July.
You're taller than me. That's why.
No, it's not about being taller than you. Today is January 31st, 2026.
Yes.
What I see to see, you stand up, you're not gonna see it.
Right.
But I think you're still learning.
Okay.
You get to see what I've seen or experienced.
Can I?
Yeah.
Oh yes, of course. Go on.
I've seen situations where marriages fail where it's always both people, but heavy on the woman and heavy on the man. The money aspect comes in for the woman usually if she starts providing as much or almost as much as the man, but then when they both get home from work, he's chilling, right? He's watching TV, he's doing his own thing, and then she has to do wifey duties. She's exhausted. You do that day in, day out, and you watch this man sleeping. Like you're not sleeping. Watching.
Do African men do that?
Yes.
Or
yes.
No.
Sir.
Do African men do that? African men do that?
Yes.
They do now.
Yes, they get home.
Other?
I don't think that's a cultural thing. I think a lot of men do that in the U.S.
Yeah, like we both work. We both work. Sometimes the women even work more, and then
Not
they come home,
discriminate.
and then the man decides to be a man, and the woman still has to be a woman, still has to cater to him, cater to the home, cater to the kids, and she's tired. No one is a robot. You do that day in, day out, you get tired, and then you start resenting this person because I'm sitting here doing all this thing, and you're just sitting there
playing
chilling.
video games and watching
that's
TV.
where I go back to roles, because the reality is, if you're gonna do it all by yourself, you might as well do it all by yourself.
And then just
and we actually, ironically, we're just talking this morning, debating whether or not marriage should be about function or about love. And what you were saying that's more than just money, and I agree. I think it's got to be more than just one thing, because when it's not functioning, there has to be something there that holds it together. And when there's no love, it has to at least function. And if it doesn't have both, it's not going to make it.
Exactly.
Because it's not always going to be functioning.
no,
And it's not always 50-50. It's not always 80-20. Sometimes it's 100 and 0, and you have to pull the weight.
I like to call it a partnership for a reason, because if someone is your partner, you meet them where they need to be met.
Yes.
There's times where it's going to be 90, there's times when it's going to be 10. That's your partner. Support them when they need
Plus, Ben, if I make more than you make, I will take care of you.
Okay.
I will pay more.
Yeah, that's
I
weird.
don't expect you to pay what I pay. If I'm making $100,000 a year and you're making 20, 30,
right,
I don't expect you to do more.
Yeah, of
I
course.
will do more.
Of course.
Vice versa.
Of course, yeah.
If women make more than you do make,
they will disrespect
I'm
you.
not saying you will not
That
do
was
it.
gonna be my question.
But my question is, how many percent of them
That's the thing we're talking about.
will
That's the
take
whole
care
idea.
of you? How many percent?
Very
I'm
bad
not saying
people.
There are not women that do that.
yes,
I know you will.
yes.
But how many of you will do that?
I don't
Without disrespecting him.
without disrespecting him.
That's the thing, without resenting,
I
thank
keep
you.
saying,
Because you talk
my
about him,
man's value is
not
not his pocket.
because you talk about him being at home and you're already resenting him for not helping out, he's staying on watching TV and you're doing everything. So imagine the scenario where he's barely working. You make like twice his income.
Okay,
Then do the dishes.
What's the reason he's not working?
I don't know. It's America. People
If
get
you're-
laid off.
No, if you decide
No,
to,
that's
be
a valid
lazy,
question because it depends. Yeah, it's a
depends why
valid
you're
question
not
because it
working.
depends why you're
If
not
you're not working
working.
because you're sick, that's
Well, okay, let's say you got laid off and you can't find a job. You're working in IT.
Are you actively looking?
Yeah,
If I
for
know you're
6 months.
actively looking, I'll give you grace. If I know you're
How long
being
is your
lazy-
grace? Is it like a graceful grace?
If I know you're
Or
actively
is it like a short-term
looking,
grace?
Let me put this in context.
No,
See,
wait, let's hear them out before you
but
before I
if you're
forget.
actively looking, I
Yeah.
know you're actively looking, you're applying, you're going to interviews, you're not taking. I can't fault you for that.
For how
I'll
long? 6
support you.
months? How
It
long
don't-
will you
it doesn't
go?
ma- It's not
Okay,
your fault.
okay.
It's not your fault. Now, if it's something out of your control, I cannot fault you. If it
Okay.
is within your control,
Okay.
if you choose to sit and not apply for jobs, I will fault you for that.
Okay.
Take care of the home if I'm working.
I think the scenario that Norma was probably trying to answer was a scenario where, in none of those situations, where a scenario where normally the man has a job, he's working and earning, say, $50,000 a year.
She's making
And
$150.
and the woman is working and making $100,000 a year. So there's nothing wrong. They're both working.
Okay.
It's just that it just so happened that the man's job pays less and the woman's pays more. So I think that's the situation she was.
So
trying
do
to
you think
answer.
that's now you still respect the man?
In this
Absolutely.
Ah,
I keep
see you.
saying,
Yeah, that's Nigerian movie. Yeah,
you
watching
don't
movie.
respect someone based on their pocket.
That's very
No,
convenient.
no.
Until you have
No,
Let's not
that's what I'm
forget
telling you,
something.
it's
Let's not
No,
forget
man, my
something.
argument is not about your opinion, right? My argument is about
The culture.
culture,
Any
about
woman
7
who
out of
values-
10 women. That's not all about you. Like,
Okay.
if you pick 10 girls
I
in the
agree.
US
I
and say, hey, if you pick 100K, like they did a survey, they asked women, like, would you marry someone that earns less than you?
Yes.
Guess how many said yes?
How many?
Like 2 out of 10.
Out of how many?
10. Every 10 samples,
that is
2%.
true. That is true.
That they for the, it's like women, they don't.
That is
It's a no.
If as an African woman
don't
who's been
understand.
here in the United
I see.
States and you've been working
Mhm.
for
Don't say
a
no.
while and you have a good career
Mhm.
and you bring your husband over
Mhm.
and he can't work right away, or he starts working but he isn't making nearly what
Right,
you are.
right.
Mhm.
What would you say the percentage of African women would be who would respect him,
Yes.
Cook food for
Or
him, do the
who
dishes,
would
wash his
cook for
clothes.
him?
disrespect him,
Mhm.
and kind of make him seem like less of a man, or like
Good
he owes
question.
you something?
She will go school.
Probably a higher percentage of
That's what I'm talking
African women.
about. That's what
Yeah.
That's
the argument is
because-
about
There you go.
personal. It's
That's
about the
because
average.
They put the man's
Good
value
question.
based on his pockets. That's what I'm saying. I know women who disrespect their men because their men lose their jobs or they're making more money than their men. To me, that's crazy. If you're still a man and you're still doing your manly duties, I don't respect you based on how much you
That's
make.
you, but my argument.
That is you. You're
Don't
talking
make it
for
about
yourself.
you.
Again, you guys are
Again,
going back
no,
to the
no,
same
no.
money.
And that's okay. She's giving her opinion.
No.
Opinion.
You're an anomaly.
No,
I am. I know that. I should have said it.
It's clear. But when we're having debate on the panel, you have to make sure it's not about you. Right, you gotta make sure very good. Because if it's about you, it's very convenient. It's very convenient. You gotta make it about if we have 10 girls.
She's going back to the same money again.
Yep. If we have 10 girls,
okay,
how many will marry?